I am recording. Hopefully the balance should be fine. I don't know. It looks like it's
I'm
fine.
sure. I'm sure it'll be
I'm
fine.
sure the balance is fine, right? Yeah. Welcome to the Hall and Juni. Definitely prepared for this podcast as we talk about
Well produced.
our expectations on the draft and how that went. We can definitely get an hour
Abs-
out of this.
oh, absolutely. I'm sure. Like hour and a half tops.
Yeah, we started talking about the draft and our thoughts about it because Pat called me a fucking boomer, and figured we could probably make money off this.
Well, you've only been here for half the league's life, so
I didn't even realize that until today.
fucking old dude.
I was like, oh, I got drafted season 20. What is? Oh, this is the season 40 draft. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
I was just looking back at my first chats from 2019. I was like, oh, the before times.
Yeah.
Back when you never would have to wear a mask anywhere.
Yeah. And so this is my first time not being on Norfolk, which is it's fine. It's just different, you know. Is this your first time not being on?
Yeah, yeah. I've only been on Palm Beach, Myrtle Beach, and Boise Beach.
Bondi Beach.
So, yeah, whatever. Yeah, Bondage Beach.
See, that's why you're not drafted. If you cannot remember the name, that's why you're not drafted. Right?
Well, they moved into Australia, and now that's just way too far across the world.
Okay.
You think of the time zone. Imagine like you're getting ready for a game, and you're in Australia, and you got to fly to Norfolk. Like that's such a weird time difference.
It's true.
No wonder they didn't win a lot of games. You know, like time-wise, you're always tired.
Well, what if you just like leave a day early? Because like.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Give you time to get the jet lag away.
Unlike baseball, the games are not every single day.
That's a good point. That's why it's not as fun, right? Imagine if it was every day.
If we have a football game every single day, that would be insane.
Oh, man, that just makes PBE weirder with a team on the moon.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fuel.
Let's not talk about PBE. I'm not trying to get fired, right?
But yeah, it's my first time not being on a beach team, so it's really weird. It's different.
Yeah.
I mean, not bad. It's just different, especially with the whole like contraction thing going on, and
well,
like
not anymore because of the.
That's true. It was a good class.
Right?
Yeah.
It was like 116 picks, I think someone said, not including waivers.
Yep.
So
yeah, it's the first time. It's the first time in a while we've had such a big class.
Yeah, last time was like the 22 class.
No, I think there was 100. It might have been another 100 classes after 22, like 24 maybe.
24?
Whenever the MLN guys showed up, I feel like there was 100.
Yeah, well, it's been since the 20s since we had like a draft this big, I think. So
see, now someone's gonna jump in and comment. Actually, in class 31.
Yeah, 31 was 105 people. You gotta
like 13 guys weren't over 57, so it only was 96.
You guys remember we both stopped paying attention anywhere between 30 and now. We both just completely checked out of the league.
Yeah, I think we both left the league around the same time. Like you still had a player, but like you weren't like active.
Yeah, I made because I made my second player. I made Mahler, and like I was like an OL, and I was like I hit 400 TP, and I was like I'm probably fine. And then I just didn't even check on my player for like a year. And then Ned was like, "You're regressing." I'm like, "Bro, I'm retiring."
I'm not dead. That's basically what happened when I came back. I was like, I'm gonna recreate. And I was like, I'm probably dead. I was only like 300 TP.
Yeah.
So my player's probably dead. And then Rimple was like, hey, by the way, we're probably gonna cut you because you're terrible now. And I was like, I'm alive still?
Yeah.
Like I should probably retire that so I can recreate then.
Yeah, I was like, I don't really want to fight regression. I'm not gonna earn. I was like,
I've never done it, and I don't want to start now.
I did it
with a player that I haven't touched in years.
I did it one time, and I absolutely hated fighting regression. So I was like, this is not worth it.
Yeah, regression's theft. Just let us be good forever.
Yeah, just let me play one player for my entire career, and just always be better than everybody that ever joins after me.
Or just say, look, after you get to this point, you can't gain anymore, but you don't lose any.
Yeah.
It's like you have 7 years to earn as much TP as you can. And after that, you play 15 seasons. You will give you like 8 more seasons at this max TPE, and then you just die.
Yeah, I'd be fine.
You just fall over one day.
I'd be fine with that. I mean, it'd make the new player experience absolutely miserable. But it'd be good.
Absolutely.
It'd be great for me.
Never be new quarterbacks.
Yeah, it'd be great for me. I would love it.
And that's what's important. It should be what's good for us.
Yeah. And everybody else in the league doesn't matter. You guys, before
We
anybody
should be
starts
NHL.
commenting, we're the only two people we care about in the league. And if you think
Yo,
that's,
absolutely.
we absolutely hate each other, so you gotta
Oh yeah,
realize.
I mean, basically, this is a podcast of how we only care about ourselves and
Yeah,
not each other, just ourselves.
all of your opinions do not matter. But anyways, I used to have like a serious beef with Tijuana back in like 22. Because anybody who ever interacted with Scorp had a beef with Norfolk. Because that's kind of. But if
Yeah.
you were not on a team with Scorp, you absolutely hated Scorp, and so I was a
Yeah.
staunch Scorp defender, being his co-GM.
Scorp sucks, Lamap.
Yeah, Scorp. So anybody that ever had beef with Scorp, which was every single person in DSFL GM
Yeah.
chat ever, I had a beef with. So,
And the thing is, Scorp wasn't a bad dude, but it was just he was as a GM, it was just like, oh my god, like
Scorp took.
he's gonna win every trade, and you know it, and going into the trade, and it just makes it like
He
painful.
made absolutely zero concessions. Like I would talk to him, like we would be doing a trade, right? And like we would get an offer, I'd be like, Scorp, that's actually like a pretty fair deal. He's like, if it's a fair deal, I feel like I'm losing. I'm like, Scorp,
Yeah.
This is the DSFL. He's like, I don't care. I'm like,
yeah, I want my bots to be better than those bots, and that's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Yeah, he was an absolute monster. And I mean, Norfolk's done pretty well after we left, so maybe we were the problem.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Norfolk's always been. Being from the Beach Boys, I've always been anti-Norfolk.
That's
So,
fair. But
you
that's just because you had story. It's fair.
Okay, well, I didn't like him Norfolk before then, but I mean that's also didn't help the whole drama.
Yeah.
Yep. The post Hall Beach Boy days, they were very anti Norfolk.
Yeah, there was
Like-
a lot of Twitter drama back when people used Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah, before the Twitter shut down.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
really excited
like,
to see how
three
Discord
days
beefs
ago.
go down more now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now everybody gets to be a part of my bits and not just my
everybody
team.
gets beef.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna be beef.
I've had to explain to
I feel like
people
we're gonna
a few
have-
times. I was like, I'm doing a bit. They're like, I don't understand. I'm like, I'm never serious. I'm sorry.
Yeah. The only time you're serious is when the feet conversation comes up.
Absolutely.
I think we ruined rookie chat with that one the other day.
No,
I think
it's
everyone
okay.
was kind of like, "This is going too far." We're like, "No, we got a little bit more to give."
It's okay. It's like this is pretty fresh for me. Oh my God, there's so many enemies. Anyways, yeah, I guess there's a lot of new blood in the DSFL since last time I
Yeah,
remember.
that was Learning all the new GMs was probably the biggest shock. I thought I would know more people, and I'm like, "Oh, I no clue who you are."
Yeah, like I know a lot of the alumni, but like I was looking through the GMs. I was like, okay, I know Thor from a different league.
Yeah,
I don't know. I was like, I don't really know who most of the GMs are anymore. Like I know the all the GMs I know. Well, okay, I know DeWalt. At least the ISFL GM. Never mind. I know Eve. Eve, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Let's go the other way. Whoops.
It's Eve. I thought it was F.
Is it Eve?
I don't know what it is. Like
Honestly?
I've always read it as F Instentia.
I always read it as.
It's probably way wrong.
I've always thought it as Ifinsta.
Ifinsta? Okay, Ifinsta's kind of cool. Ifinsta sounds like, like it's a disease. Like if something's wrong with you, talk to your doctor about getting Ifinsta to help you with your depression.
I feel like we've known him for so long. We should probably know by now.
Yeah, but I've also never said things out loud. Like it's always in my brain. I never go, "Oh, hey, there's my friend Eve."
Yeah. Oh yeah, so before we go back to being on topic, I found out that some people pronounce my name Juni.
Okay, I'm gonna start announcing it Juni.
It's not Uniped. It's
Unison.
It's not Uni. It's definitely Juni.
Uh-oh.
Juniped.
Unison.
I mean, you can say it Uni. It's just.
It's okay. My H is silent, but no one does it. Everyone uses a hard H.
All monitor.
Yeah, it's all monitor.
You're the monitor of alls.
All monitors. I monitor all.
But yeah, it's weird not having people that I know super well as GMs.
Yeah.
I know people some of the people from Cape Town are GMs. 2 of them,
Yeah.
I think are, and it's okay, yeah, but they're still newer players. It's I've just started to get to know them. I'm like, oh, you're the GM of this team. I'm like, and who else is the GM? I'm like, is this somebody else I know? It's like, no. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Someone messaged me. I'm like, I don't know who you are.
I know. I tried to bully Pat to like to draft me, and he's like, "I'm not a GM anymore." I was like, "Oh, well, we'll do it anyway."
Yeah.
Like,
Pat hasn't been
become a
GM
GM
for.
and draft me.
So I found out, and it's been almost a year since Pat was GM.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you know what? That just makes me feel even worse.
Yeah. I've been gone so long. I don't know who my boss is.
Yeah. I was like, I mean, I bully Negs, right? Sure. But,
Yeah. Who doesn't though, right?
yeah, dude, everybody does. It's kind of just like
I wasn't
rite of
even on the
passage.
team when Negs was drafted. I just feel like it's like you have to if you're in
You
that,
were?
that
Oh
locker
my,
room.
oh my god.
Yeah. I was in Baltimore when Negs was drafted.
Oh my god. Now I feel.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now
dude,
you want to feel real old?
it's been
You want to
bad.
feel real old? I was a GM for Baltimore longer than Philly. That'll really make you feel old.
Oh my god. Really?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but it's like, I mean, I'm not. I will say I'm not mad about going to the 8th round. I'm glad that a lot of like newer players went before me. The only thing I'm mad about is going after you.
I told you every GM they were like, "What do you want? What do you want to achieve?" And I was like, "Be drafted before Juni." That is literally my only goal in this league is to be better than Juni in everything. We're completely different positions. I just want to be better in everything.
I only want to return kicks. That's all I want to do.
As a tight end, I also only want to return kicks. So any other GMs that want
Yeah.
to make me a kick
Like-
returner,
like-
it's my only request.
Like you can make me catch passes, right? But I do
I'm
not
not
care
gonna
about.
enjoy it.
Yeah, it's not my goal. My goal is to get more kick returners of the year than Flash Panda.
Oh my
I will-
god! So what? 2,
3. I have to get
3?
3.
Okay.
Nobody's
3, okay.
nobody's ever won 3. And I came in
Okay.
I came in second place my last one.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing with voters. You're gonna get that like, oh, he's won so many times. Let's give it to somebody new, and you'll
No.
never get the 3.
I was one away from being the best of all time, and no, it got taken away from me. So I'm kind of
Oh,
just like a little peeved. Like not obviously not
Yeah.
counting stats wise because you didn't let me return kicks till like after numbers was old.
well, that's because Numbers had it in his contract that he had to return kicks.
So okay, well yeah, that's fair. I didn't
I
realize
can't break contracts legally. I couldn't do it.
I didn't realize I could do that. Add that to a contract. I'll be honest.
Actually, I think Ford took over for a little bit too because he wanted to return kicks. So I
Yeah.
think you were just never a kick returner until I left.
Yeah, and then I was like goated at kick returning. Everybody was like, oh, it's like I had like max agility and speed. But it's like,
Wow,
oh,
who'd have thought I was mismanaging my team? What a shock!
everybody? I was like, oh man, I like this. This is fun. Mostly because I beat Chicago that one
I'm
time.
good at it. You don't have to do anything, and I'm good at it.
Yeah, you need 2 stats. That's it. You don't need hands. And that's
Easy. You're basically yeah. It's like I want to be a kicker, but with flashier stats. All right,
Yeah.
kick returner. Boom.
yeah.
Same laziness, flashier stats.
I mean, because like, and also at the time that I was the kick returner, I was like the only wide
You
receiver
were the
over.
best receiver. I would say you're the best receiver on the team too. Wow,
Yeah,
like a
for
lot.
for a long time because we had like only rookies for a while. 'Cause we
Yeah.
had Mike WFM for a while. And
Oh yeah.
somebody else. I can't remember who our other receiver was. Zenos? No, Zenos was the kicker.
Yeah, kicker, wide receiver, basically the same thing.
I mean, he switched wide receiver.
Okay, well,
He's a Hall of Fame player now for having like a kick return of
Oh,
the
really?
year, punt return of the year, wide receiver of the year. Yeah, he's got like 5 different position awards. Wow,
okay,
That's
that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know.
I'm not even. Although we're just like staying alive till this upload happens. I'm gonna stay alive. Anyways, yeah. So like, I just want to be better than my last player. I should have just said I want to be better than you. Apparently.
Yeah, honestly, that's the only goal I had. Literally, I don't care what happens as long as they was just better than you.
Yeah. So
Like, I hope I get more touchdowns than you, even though we played drastically different positions.
I mean, I don't even know what kind of stats TEs normally get even in this anymore.
It really depends on how good the team around it is, like, and also if I can play slot receiver or not.
Okay.
So
Well,
if I can't play slot receiver, I will never touch you stat wise.
Well, there
But
was,
if
like-
I can, there's a chance.
There was like a billion wide receivers in this draft. So
There's also a billion tight ends. So
yeah.
I think I had like 5 catches in the Prospect Bowl. So
I don't.
I'm
I
really
think
looking up for old Kenny.
I
This
think
is a
I
horse
think
steep.
I had like 2. So I had
Okay.
I also had 0 kick returns, punt returns
Still better.
because Russ
Oh
is
yeah, it's rigged.
Russ is bad. That's all I gotta say.
Russ is always bad.
But
How?
I think there's. I'm probably gonna see. Do people still position switch in the, like? Do we still get a free DSFL
Yeah,
position switch?
I'm
So,
pretty
like,
sure you do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you do.
so we can switch once in the DSFL and then again later on, or is that
You still do it later on, but you have to pay for it later on, and then you
okay?
can't switch again.
Okay. So we'll probably see some position switches, I imagine.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Once people realize there's a million tight ends and a million wide receivers.
Yeah. Because I know I got asked a couple times, like, if I'm willing to, like, play any other position as long as I can, like, return kicks. So I was like, yeah. And, like, obviously...
Oh my god, you need to be defensive tackle that returns kicks.
you,
400-pound kick returner.
you need max agility. Oh, like, stop dying. You're a titan, bro.
Dude, I'm bad, bro. I'm bad, bro. I got bullied in rookie chat for this the other day.
It's true. But, I mean, can defensive tackle get max agility or not? 'Cause,
No, absolutely not.
well, then there's no point to it.
No. I basically told every GM, they're like, will you change positions? I was like, only the quarterback. And everyone's like, all right, you're a tight end. Great.
Wow, that's toxic.
I've always had to change position. I've never got to stay as a tight end. I always created as a tight end, and it's always like changed back to something else.
You change yourself, that doesn't count.
Well, yeah, exactly. And now I'm just not.
It's just your own fault. You can't.
It really is. I'm blaming everyone else for my problems.
Yeah, you're bullying other GMs for a problem you created.
Yep.
Because like every year, once a year, they'll be like, "Wow, I should be a GM again," and then you'll be like, "Wow, I don't want to do this anymore."
Why did they do that? Yeah.
You'll be like, "I hate this, and I want to go inactive again."
It's always the worst. It's always the worst situation. And I was going to do it in PBE too, like an idiot.
I'm glad that I got fired before you could be my co. You would have just gone inactive again.
I was already inactive at the point. I mean, it was already like there.
Yeah. This would have been miserable. I had so many inactive coaches.
I mean, that's honestly the perfect way to do it. You can always blame them if something doesn't get done.
True. I'm looking at the I'm looking at the draft SIGs because I can't look at the draft actual
Oh,
reports. And like it's amazing the amount of people they're like, oh yeah, they're like a recreate. I'm like, I have no idea who this is. Okay, I know Jumbo. Jumbo went 3.
Yeah.
That's not surprising.
I didn't open that up.
I think a lot of new users went actually in the first round.
There were a lot of. It's actually really good for the league that we have so many new users that seem actually excited for it.
Yeah, I mean,
there's been a lot of good like graphics and media and stuff that's come out from it.
I think Jumbo's the only recreate that went in the first round.
You're gonna say that, and someone's gonna go, "Actually, I created a player and immediately retired back in season 2." Let's see.
Maury went 2-9.
Maury? What a maroon.
Yeah, Maury got to go back to
2-9.
Yeah, Maury got to go back to Bondi Beach, and you didn't.
Yeah. Oh, so okay. I see how it is.
Yeah.
Now I'm no longer friends with Maury now.
Well, you were the one that kicked him out of the war room for saying he wanted to get traded, and then immediately distanced himself from half the team. No shade to Soup, but absolutely 100% shade down that was him.
I think I was dead at that point.
Oh, that was fluid.
I think I was already gone. Oh man, that's a lot of old drama.
See,
I'm sure.
You should have just made Nico. Just forced me to do it.
I'm trying to remember who scouted me from Bondi.
I don't recognize like most of the names.
Aku was okay.
Oh yeah, Aku. I think they're a new Crash player. If I'm
that's their.
I think. That sounds familiar. AKOU. Yeah. They're a new. I think they were high. The Crash next drafted him.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's
okay.
Because I was like, I recognize that name from the War Room that I definitely contribute to. Oh yeah, we drafted him 7 overall.
Okay.
As a wide receiver.
Yeah, that was a pretty. It was a pretty good. Looking through the scouting, it was a pretty good scouting.
It's a
It
great
wasn't
guy.
like any
Good
of the
guy.
boring like generic. I didn't get any like the generic questions, which I was kind of actually really happy
Yeah,
about. I thought I
I
was gonna
did.
get like the generic questionnaire.
Okay, yeah. So two things. I'm glad I didn't get a single generic questionnaire. I'm disappointed nobody asked me if I find my mother attractive. I just want to say
Do you?
I'm not going to tell you because nobody asked me during my draft picks. I think that it is single handedly the best draft question I've ever gotten.
Yeah. Let me see. I think every team scouted me except Norfolk. That's the only team that didn't scout me.
I think I know Tijuana didn't scout me. Uh,
Welcome to Tijuana. We didn't talk to you because we just knew you'd be good.
we were scared of you. We have enough.
Don't hurt us while you're here.
We have enough older users here. We know you're gonna be an ass. Could you just? I mean, I'm looking at like all the like a lot of the captains and like a lot of like the people like in the server. I'm like, oh, I know who all these people are.
Oh, I could probably do that. Let's see. Okay. 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 Darkness is in there. That's a good one. That's a good sign.
There you go.
Solid sign. Snowy. Snowy was probably the big one. Snowy says he had nothing in it, but I think Snowy pulled the strings there.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure he really did. He's just lying about it.
Yeah. And there's a pretty solid group of people that I do know. Slim's in here for some reason, so that's good.
We both
Probably
have
bully him back.
I love Slim. I have ruined 2 of his teams with rebrands, and I have zero shame. But you know what? At least I didn't put the team on the goddamn moon. All right.
You're gonna look. There's gonna be one person that listens to this that's actually a fan of PBE, and they're gonna be pissed about that. Oh, Pat's in here. 1 second, I gotta bully Pat.
Pat's everywhere.
Pat really is. Pat is like he's basically a fungus that has grown in every Discord channel in the league.
God, I really hope he listens to that. It's because he's got his old man hands and everything.
Everything, dude. It's like you can't get away from Pat.
Like,
that little macaroon picture is everywhere.
Dude, oh my god! I thought it was pancakes for 2 goddamn years.
It might be. Wait, is it?
No, it is macaroons. No, sorry, no, they're oatmeal, they're oatmeal cream pies. They're oatmeal cream pies.
Okay. Oh man, we are terrible Southerners. We should have known that.
2.5 years, I thought it was pancakes. I had literally never opened his profile to see the photo larger. I was like, oh, okay, because hear me out, right? Pancakes, pat cakes. Yeah,
I get it.
That was
I'm gonna go into rookie chat. I'm gonna tag you and Pat, asking, "Are you pancakes?" That way we can date this, and everyone can listen to this, and they can go into rookie chat and see when exactly we recorded this.
Literally, nobody's gonna do that.
Everyone's gonna listen to this, so it's fine.
Everyone's gonna
like
one person.
The first 10 minutes, and it's going to be Pat. Pat will be the one person.
I don't even know who are podcast graders now. Tesla used to be a podcast grader. I'd imagine Tesla's still a podcast grader. Tesla's gonna listen to it.
That's true. This and hate it, every bit of it.
I'm sorry, Tesla. This is not. We have zero direction. I totally
can tell we're doing this live.
I totally
no practice.
I totally plan on having a direction and like a set of questions to hit, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot to post the question thread. It just never got around to it.
If anybody's listening to this, post your questions in the comments of this podcast, and we'll hit it on the next podcast.
Holy shit, that's smart.
See, look at that. Boom, save the podcast.
There we go. We can record another one. You can make $4 million a week from podcasts. Yikes, dude! Holy shit!
Wait, really?
Yeah, 60 minutes.
All right.
Though we also for 3 get no splitting of payment. We go for an hour. We each get $4 million a week.
Oh my god, dude! All right. Oh, that's more than we make in a season. From our salary.
We're making 6. I think. Is it 6? I think the DSFL.
Is that only for new
six.
users or for everybody?
You know what? I'm sure there's a rule book. I legitimately am not gonna here to look it up
You know what? You're right. We'll just have the comments tell us.
because I told Kotasa that I and 3BS that I wasn't gonna sign my rookie contract, and they said that I don't get a choice and you can get 6 million. I said fair enough.
Oh, what if they're giving you a raise?
That would be an
I mean,
absolute mistake.
you did get paid all that money from Cape Town
Yeah.
for no reason.
I was a human OL and I was cheaper than a bot.
That's true. That's true.
That's the thing.
That's
It's
literally
like
the only reason my player's been alive the past 6 seasons.
if you sit at like 400, 500 TP, you are cheaper than a bot and better than a bot.
Yep.
It's just kind of how it works.
Yeah. You're basically like you're not garbage, but you're also not human.
The thing was, I didn't realize in the ISFL and SHL actually. Speaking of, like, I didn't realize how connected I was to my stats because I realized that I haven't watched a sim in any league in like almost 3 years. I just stopped watching them. Is it?
Yeah.
I had no idea what's going on. I'm like, I just don't care to watch dots. I admit it. I don't care if dots playing football. So the only thing I have to care about is my stats. And if I'm playing OL, I have no idea what's going on. I had 100% disconnect from that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
100% disconnect from my player because I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, I don't know what's happening. Someone was like, "You
I
made
think
the Pro Bowl."
the last sim I actually watched was the Ultimus where Baltimore beat Oko,
Hmm.
but that was I didn't watch any of that season. I literally just watched that one.
So
And
the last sim that I watched was the one where Philly got knocked out in the first round of playoffs. Like,
oh my god, what year?
season 25.
What about season 24 and season 23 and season 22?
I watched those. We lost almost every time, and I kind of just stopped watching. I was just like,
Oh my
oh.
god. Philly was cursed, dude. Like it was absolutely cursed.
It was cursed before us. It's gonna be cursed after. It's still cursed.
If the curse is following to Africa.
Yeah. I mean, it. I hope it doesn't follow Team Africa, but
It's like the reverse Zika virus.
yeah. that's a reference that I guess you can make.
I was the only remember. Wait, was Zika virus the one from Africa, or is that? Oh my god! Now I don't even know. Now I'm just making up diseases.
I'm not even gonna look it up.
It's fine. We're playing with a bunch of people that are like, I think, like in their teens. So
Yeah.
that was pre them.
It's pre them. Also, like all the league history I know about is all pre them.
Oh my god, yeah, dude. Every time, yeah. When they had a debate about who was the ISFL GOAT, and everyone was like, "Who was he? Trash." Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like Jimmy, and I'm like, they're like, who? I'm like, what?
I don't know. Whoever Frost's player is right now, McKnight. Is that who it is?
I don't know. Probably somebody, a JQ or something is probably one of the best players. It's just kind of.
JQ is definitely the best DSFL player ever.
Yeah.
I think that one's pretty set in stone.
Yeah. Is his name JQ? He's probably good. Is Juosu have a player? They're probably really good. Like Juosu can like touch a sim and just have their player just be like the best of all time. This just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It's just like I'm like you can copy like the build exactly, and it doesn't work for you.
There's just some people that just have better sim luck than others.
Yeah.
I think are just like good, and then there's some people that are like they can max her and never have a good player, and it's just so weird.
Yeah.
It's like the sim just picks who it likes.
It's just random. It's like, oh yeah, you're gonna be like crazy good, and then there's a fucking who was the Philly quarterback when for a while.
Oh my god, yeah, I know you're talking about. It was was it Brock Phoenix?
Yes, Brock. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. Yeah, it was
Yes.
Brock Phoenix. Yeah, Brock Phoenix
The sim hated him.
was like the highest, like had the most TPE for a quarterback for like 5 seasons or something. And the sim was just he would not be good. Like
He had to break down and change to the meta build with the 79 speed to try to get his stats together.
and he did, and it didn't work. Like he played the meta build, with max TPE, and legit, it just was not good. It didn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's
Maybe it
just
was
one
the
of
fact that I was receiving.
the his receivers were you and no one else.
It was me and Nacho Varga,
Yeah,
and
but
an
that was
age.
old man Nacho.
It was old man Nacho and an aging Ford.
Oh, yeah.
So like he didn't
No,
have the best receivers. He was in his
and
prime.
and Buxta, Randy Buxta was his receiver, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, yeah, Vuxta.
Before he ran in
Yeah,
Colorado.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Because Nacho left it with Bucks. Yeah, yeah, that sounds right. And there's I could probably go back and look it up. I don't know. Like, but we were as a receiving core, we were like not bad.
not
Like,
bad. And then Slim was the tight end,
yeah, as a receiving
so it
core,
wasn't
we were
terrible.
like top 5 in TPE at the time because that's back when I used to
Yep.
earn.
And we also had a pretty good defense. I mean, we had three really young first round picks on the
It
defense,
Yeah, and this
but
just couldn't.
yeah,
And we also
couldn't
didn't have
win.
a maybe it was because that was before didn't have like a single human OL. Maybe that was
I mean, that's probably like 95% of the reason why.
yeah. We just never drafted an OL, and
Well,
like
yeah, I mean, yeah,
I don't know why we never did. We would just be like, oh,
because I was a bad GM mostly.
well, even after you left, like I just don't remember us drafting OLs until
Well,
Pat.
yeah, I guess a lot of the reason OL wasn't fun for a lot of the time I was a GM, so you didn't get many people that did it and stayed active,
Yeah, there were a
or
lot
like
less OLs than there are now.
because yeah, it was basically like you had three or four that were actually committed to it that would actually earn max earn, and it was like okay, they're gonna go immediately in the draft, and
Yeah,
everyone else is like I'm gonna start as OL, but I'll probably change and not enjoy it.
yeah.
So it was kind of one of those. It was a weird position. Same thing like kickers. You get kickers that are super active early, and then they're like, I don't want to kick anymore, or they just go inactive.
Well, also you drafted like two max earning kickers who both got pulled at expansion.
Oh man, dude, if you want to find a kicker that leaves your team in a year, oh dude, I'm the guy.
Because you drafted Frost
Well,
recreated,
Frost got
right?
drafted with me, yeah, and he recreated after a season.
Yeah,
Um, Drafted Baron, we lost him to Honolulu.
yeah.
Um,
Became like one of the best kickers like ever.
Ever, literally in the history of the world. Yeah, that was kind of a mess up. Drafted Lewis, and he went inactive after a year.
Yeah,
Lewis. He just he
lefty,
was
lefty. Yeah,
lefty Lewis. Yep. So that one kind of sucked. Then I forgot we had another kicker, but they got taken by the Fire Salamanders. I want to say
that
in the expansion,
sounds right. And
but I can't remember who it was.
then we got Xenos, and Xenos was a kicker for a while.
Yeah. And I was the kicker in Baltimore for a couple years, and I was terrible. So they made me an offensive lineman.
That sounds right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I really took care of my business.
it's just a cursed team, and I I don't know. Maybe I probably haven't helped, but I haven't heard it.
All I know is it's a hype locker room. That's all that matters.
It's a great locker room. It is one of my favorite locker rooms I've ever been in. Mostly because it's got me.
Like, facts. Considering how toxic Pat is, he can make a good locker room.
Yeah. Oh, oh. So when we were talking about the rebrand, I was like, oh yeah, let me go talk to like all the older users on the team. Pat was like, you are the oldest user. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Oh my
was.
god,
It's like,
I
oh
got so
well.
many pings when it happened. I was like, I'm not even in the league. Why are you guys pinging me? I don't care what the team is. It's like, they're like, have you seen about Philly? Like, no, I've been retired for like 2 real years now. Like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
they're like, it's not Philly anymore, bro. Like, I don't care. It's a fake team in a fake league. Like,
yeah.
at the end of the day,
Like before we get comments on that, we know there are the
oh, I
people
know.
out there that you guys care about league history, and we're
Yeah,
not completely shitting on you, but also we neither of us care.
yeah. It wasn't like I had a Philly Liberty jersey hanging up in my room. And I'm like, oh my god, this is worthless now. Like,
Yeah,
it's
great memories. Teams rebrand all the
yeah,
time. Real life,
yeah.
it happens.
Literally, it happens all the time.
The Angels have been
It,
like
it,
known as like 5 different names as long as I've been fan of the team.
Hey, the Montreal Expos are probably the most beloved baseball franchise, and they were more successful as the Washington Nationals. So,
Yeah, true.
they were literally the worst team in the National League for years, and then became the Nationals, won a World Series.
Yeah.
So, sometimes you have to do it.
Sometimes a rebrand helps,
Yeah.
The Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah,
They're
they were terrible, became the Bobcats, were even worse, and then
yeah.
became Charlotte Hornets again,
No,
and they still suck.
it's a different team, right? I don't remember.
Yeah,
Like
it's a different
what
team. Yeah, the new today's Charlotte Hornets are technically an expansion Charlotte
expansion team? Yeah,
Hornets.
so like not even the real
Yeah,
Charlotte, like not the original Charlotte Hornets became the Bobcats.
the
Then
original Charlotte
moved elsewhere.
Hornets are the New Orleans Pelicans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like talk about just like rebrands there. That, of course,
Well,
obviously
yeah.
that's another sign of rebrand does not help your case.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Look at this where it was terrible. That's why we're right.
But yeah,
But if, and that's what people were like. No, I mean, even when the Cleveland Indians became the Cleveland Guardians, everyone like, well, they beat the Spiders because of history. Like that was a team from the 1890s. No one ever saw them, and they lost like 150 games a year.
they're
Like,
literally
why
the
would you
worst
want
team
that history
like in
in the
history.
history of a
In
sports?
the history
Like,
of
why
sports, that
would you
might be
want
the
to name
worst
yourself
team.
that?
That's the thing. It's like why would you name yourself? Why would you name yourself the Sarasota
Just
Supernovas?
because, yeah, well.
Got flagged for copying Sarasota for
Man.
that.
Yeah, man. If people from PBE actually listen to stuff on ISFL, they'd be so pissed.
Then we do not care what the PBE people think.
Hey, in case anybody was wondering where we stand on PBE, we're anti-PBE.
If you're a newer player and you want to know why, ask your parents.
We'll tell you the story of the Space Rangers kid.
Imagine getting shit on as a human being for 2 years about something and then trying to find the energy to care about it. It doesn't happen. Dude, who else? Oh, also, Slothface is in the T1 locker room. He's great. Oh, Sloth.
Yeah, he's like an OG. Well, I don't know OG, but he's like a long time alumni of Tijuana.
Yeah, and he's a long time alumni of like a bunch of other leagues too. Jess is here. I love Jess.
Tom Hanks and Nuncopi. I don't know how you pronounce his name properly.
Nuncopi. I don't know. Yeah.
See, I see these names, and in my brain, I'm like, oh, I can obviously say that, and
It's
I
like
have to say
oh yeah.
it. Like, oh my god,
I've seen this name literally thousands of times. Like I know who you are. Yeah, Swanky. Oh yeah. So, and I'm like, how do I actually say this name?
let's see.
Inverted's here. Oh yeah. 37th is a luchador. Man.
Yeah. Tijuana had a pretty. I mean, they were like the DSFL franchise for a good portion of early DSFL.
Yeah.
They were like the powerhouse. And I mean, other people will say so was San Antonio, which is now Minnesota, which that was a lot of beef about rebranding. Speaking of rebranding, when that one was rebranded, basically everyone hated it because my history and all that. But
Simo's a lucha.
Team, who wanted a generic like this looks like a high school football team with a logo that was just like from like Madden 06,
Yeah. I mean, people got mad when Norfolk changed their logo from literally a minor league baseball team to their own logo.
to literally a baseball bat to a boat to an actual like submarine.
Yeah. Wait, we actually literally had a baseball in there.
Yeah. Or people were mad that the solar the Palm Beach Solar Bears on the team when the logo was literally a minor league hockey team. That was literally word for word. Instead of Orlando, it was Palm Beach. The only thing that changed. People don't like change at all.
Yeah.
People hate change.
Yeah, I mean that's just happens in real life and everything else.
Yeah. People get comfortable in what they have, and then they lose it. They're like, I hate this.
Oh, this just in as of 33 minutes ago.
Okay.
Just in. Apparently, there's because they did not set the recording of the broadcast. They didn't save the broadcast, so there's no way to retrieve recording.
Okay.
Because Twitch doesn't record unless you set the setting, which is true.
Okay.
So they are going to post the notes instead.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I hope the notes read as toxic to you as they possibly can.
I
I'm really
am sure.
upset I didn't reply to Pat quick enough to get more dirt on you.
If you had made a talk about Brian Reynolds, I would have left the league.
It would have been so worth it.
Brian Reynolds is great. He's a wonderful, wonderful young up and coming player. For those that care about baseball, which if you're gonna listen to us, I guess you're gonna have to. Absolutely hate him and be the show. He can absolutely suck a dick.
He's the best like switch hitting outfielder you can have.
Uh, uh, yeah, no, oh no, you got me. I tried to pull anything out of a hat. Like I could not do it.
Let's see, switch hitting. I don't even know what switch hitting out. Yeah, basically, if anyone doesn't know anything about Juni and I, we're huge baseball fans, like in real life.
Yeah, I literally know
And that's
like nothing
basically
about football in real life.
that's about 90% of our conversations. So if you're really interested in a football-based talk, be prepared for a lot of baseball references to be pushed into it.
Yeah, we're gonna compare every single player we talk about to like a baseball player.
Yes.
Like
Um,
like JQ is basically the Jeter of the CSFL.
Jeter, massively overrated. Oh my God, he is.
Oh yeah, he's great, but he's no Jimmy.
But I can say though, I mean, I am kind of excited to actually get back into doing like the draft thing and actually doing it again, fresh, not like having a GM tied behind it.
Yeah,
Because this is my first draft since S18 where I legitimately didn't know where I was going.
that's fair. That's kind of exciting. I see the last draft I went into. It was I knew I was either gonna go to you or Pat.
Yeah,
I was like I was like
Pat wouldn't let me take you.
I was like nobody else is gonna take me, and then like you both tried to trade up for me. I'm like you guys are stupid.
Yeah, I was desperately in the war room, like, listen, can we trade every pick we own for Junie? And then it was a hard no from everybody.
Didn't Pat trade like 2 picks straight up?
I think he, I don't know. I think he did, but I think he might have just fell to him because Pat was ahead of me, and I had to trade to get above Pat. I think that was more. It was more of a fight to stop me from trading ahead of him.
I'm legitimately in the Philly Cape Town war room. I could literally just scroll up and find it.
Yeah, that requires work.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, he didn't start doing it until I don't know what draft this is. Oh, my draft's the first one where he started posting it. Yeah, it looks like I just fell to him because he didn't post any trades here.
Yeah, like, I think you were ahead of us. Philly was ahead of us, so it was I had to trade ahead of Philly to get to you,
Mhm.
and no one was willing to sell.
Yeah,
Like I was trying to explain, like, listen, I'm trading for Junie. I'm not taking any player you want. I promise. Like,
yeah, because
and everyone was,
you
yeah.
guys picked Trempale and
Oh yeah,
Visceropotamus at 1 and 2,
yeah. That was the German draft. Yeah,
and then you didn't have another pick until 27, and you picked Uber
yeah. And I
BJ.
was desperately trying to trade for 8 just to pick you up. I was like, listen, I know we have no picks, but let's trade everyone we do have left over so we can get Junie.
You could have traded for any pick above 20 to get.
Well, we failed miserably.
Yeah, is what at 19? Oh, 19 he took Mrs. McKiss, and
Mm.
20 took me. I don't know what happened to
Oh
Mrs.
man.
McKiss. Immediately got traded
Well,
away.
I could say I nailed Trippell because he's now the GM of Baltimore, so I guess that one kind of worked out.
You know that was a good pick.
Yeah, that's just probably my own. That's one of my better first round picks.
Wow,
Unlike
what the fuck?
hey, you're in a very high class like group. You're in there with Infinite, Trimpale, Big Red. Like
Wow.
you
Now I feel bad about what I've done for the league.
you're only up there with the richest man in our league. That's created every bot that the league has. So, small shoes to fill, really.
Let's see. Let me think of my history in the league. I GM Norfolk for 2 seasons. I was part of one
Nice.
of like the most controversial DSFL punishments of all time. So,
Okay. Yep.
even
Mm-hmm.
let's see, I got in a fight with every single DSFL GM during my time.
Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then I did absolutely nothing besides meme and kick returns for the next like 3 years. So I
I always
have
love.
a lot to live up to.
I love that I had at one point in time, the entire Philly war room was the entire Norfolk war room, and absolutely nobody else from Norfolk.
You'd be like, who's in your war room? And I'm like, oh, I like these people. And you'd be like, all right, here they come.
Here they are. Yeah, it's
You got
because Elko and Sarasota took everyone from Myrtle Beach, so I could
yeah,
never get anybody. So it was always like, I don't know, who does Juni like?
you got like every Norfolk player besides Tesla who's in my war room.
Yeah. And the bad thing is I hated Norfolk. I was like, I don't want Norfolk, but if Juni likes them, I guess we'll give him a shot.
I mean, you got Job, you got Jimmy, and you got uh,
Yeah,
they were there for a while, and Lassoon was never played for
yeah.
the team, but was on the
But
team for a
he
while.
played there mentally. Yeah,
He
he
was
was
there
only sat at
mentally.
PSL for 4 years.
Yeah, didn't get to throw a single ball.
Never once had to play quarterback for us, but he
and
played quarterback in our hearts.
yeah, and now an ex Norfolk GM is the GM of Cape Town, and there's another.
Oh my god,
I don't think there's ever
Cyrus.
I don't think there's ever not been a Norfolk GM in the Cape Town War Room, Philly War Room, basically.
Um, yeah, I think that's yeah,
I'm trying to think. I think almost every Norfolk GM. No, there was a short amount of time actually I can think of where like Satan Jr. was the GM and G2 was the GM,
yeah.
and they were not. But Eggs was still in the Norfolk War Room at the
And I
time.
did love that all the memes, which I also helped push, is that there was the Norfolk to NOLA pipeline and then the Norfolk to Colorado pipeline. And I was like, yeah, look at that. Norfolk only goes to the same team as I was just stashing the war room in my war room. Like everyone makes fun of NOLA.
The Norfolk to Nola was literally just just Bex and Scorp. That was it.
Yep, yep. And I was pushing that meme so hard, and then
Yeah,
here I am with half of Norfolk's war room just like chilling with me.
yeah. I guessed Issa, but Issa left pretty quick after that to go
Yeah,
play in Colorado.
that, that's what started the fuck the Yeti trade. He was the first puzzle that fell, and that
I people when I started being active again in ISFL, which was about the time they started talking about a rebrand, because I was like,
Mhm.
ah, this is a fun conversation. I'll join in, which happened to be the exact time I was fired at
That's
PB.
weird.
But like I don't know. They were like someone was like, "Who's our nemesis?" And I was like, "It's Chicago, obviously." And someone was like, "What?" I'm like, "What are you guys talking about? Chicago's
Yeah,
clearly like our number one rival, right?" Nobody. They're all like, none of us have any beef with Chicago. I'm like, what are you talking about? Chicago's always been the Philly rival. Someone was like, "We have no idea what you're talking about." I'm like, "Oh god."
what's the thing is like if you look historically through like the league, Philly, I guess first big rival was Baltimore, but then when I took over, it started off as like, okay, Philly doesn't like NOLA, and then okay, Philly doesn't like Colorado, and then it was all right. Philly and Chicago are fighting now. I think it was just Philly versus anybody, to be honest.
I just picked a fight with a lot of people.
We did. We picked a fight with a DSFL team for a bit, which was Minnesota, ironically
Well,
enough.
okay, well that let's blame HO for that one.
I mean,
Or,
we didn't
yeah.
we couldn't win any of the rivalries in the ISFL, so we brought it to the DSFL.
Okay, so here's a league history blast for the past. There was a time where the HO thought it'd be a good idea when Philly lost we lost like 14 out of 16 games, right? We were the laughing
Yep.
stock of the league. Nothing else is new, right? And they were like, "Wow, wouldn't it be funny if the worst ISFL team got to play the best DSFL team?" And we were like, "There's zero way this goes well for us."
Yeah,
like,
if it's like the whole like if you like in wrestling, if like a guy wrestles a girl, like if he beats the girl, everyone's like, "Why'd you beat up a girl?" And then if you lose to the girl, it's, "Oh my god, you lost to a girl." And that was
yeah,
basically going to be what was happening to us.
yeah.
We were going to either get bullied by a league under us, or we were going to not win by enough that everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, you finally win a game against that minor league team." Like,
Yeah, and
There was no good outcome.
they didn't even ask us about it too at the time. If they just
It
told
was
us it was happening, and we were like, "Hey, could you just like
not.
not? We really don't want to do this. This is not fun for us at all. Let's
Yep, and that
go
was
to the NSFL
also
Bachelor instead."
yeah. And that was also Chalky Milk Crew in Minnesota, which was like its own little
Oh, that's his own
gang
little
of
cult. Yeah,
craziness.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, the little cult of Chalky Milk. So that was a lot going on through there.
Yeah, I joined and I answered strawberry milk, and dude, they flipped out on me. There's a reason they haven't drafted me since.
I just remember like we were really bad at everything, but we were really good at stirring up beef on Twitter, and that was kind of like our only thing we were good at.
You were good at stirring up beef on Twitter.
Well, I had the team account, so the team stirred up beef on Twitter.
No wonder nobody ever likes us.
I'm just shocked. I don't know. I think we're perfect, to be honest.
You say we, and we've established that you were GM of Baltimore longer than Philly.
Yeah. Hey, you didn't tell me not to do it.
That's true.
The war room could see the same Twitter I saw.
Do you think I ever checked Twitter?
Nope. Best thing is the beef always started at like 2 a.m. Like it was always like, yeah, no one else is gonna see this till the morning. Let me just go ahead and put this out there. See what the reactions are when everyone gets up.
I'm gonna search through Minnesota in the locker room and see what I can find about this. There's so many players that like used to be on this team. I'm looking at messages from.
Yeah, Minnesota has a pretty good alumni group. I can be honest. I'm looking through a bit of it. There is a pretty solid alumni group from Minnesota.
Yeah.
Which a lot of that was probably like I don't know how many were San Antonio back with the Marshalls because they had a I think they called themselves the Fab Five or something stupid like that.
Pat has
If
a
Frick
message.
was still active, he would be so mad.
When is Frick not, man?
Well, he's completely. I think he's completely inactive now. I think he posted the thing in Baltimore that he's completely done with all sim leagues now.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
I guess it's finally. Well, he's been basically inactive for a while and
Yeah.
everything.
That's true. Someone seems a huge fan of Negs. Oh my God, I'm looking at
Who's a fan of Negs?
Char was back when Char was the co-GM for like. Oh my God, I found the original scouting message about Negs. Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
SLM scouted him.
Oh.
Uh,
Wow.
and
Hey
he got
guys, welcome to the Negs portion of the podcast.
about QB being
our
a
weekly Negs
ride or
update.
die. Whoever's getting me for my career is a team like Liberty. Take me, I'll help you build it. Yes, he has
Ooh.
QB ride
Yeah.
or die, which he has. Drive to max earn, 10 in activity, lockers wise, solid 8. Definitely writing me to get T6 every weekly training done. Yeah. SLM says this boy's going to be a star. And
Ooh.
he messaged Soup. I said I could hear things good things. Fuck! I said I hear good things about Negs. God, I can't. I gotta delete it.
You're busting out.
Oh, I gotta delete
Caught
this.
4K.
Oh, and then I immediately said I'll message all the OL after this meeting. I immediately say, "Hey guys, I didn't do it."
Hey, Juni, can you find the original scouting I had for you when I originally scouted you back in S20?
Yes. You just gotta go to Juni and oldest. Let's see here.
I guarantee you can't. Guarantee you can't.
Why?
Because we didn't scout you. We just
No,
drafted you,
you
hoping
said
you would be okay with it.
no. Okay, yeah. So this was okay. Here, let me. I was reading this earlier. No, you did. SLM scouted me because I was in the war with them in
Oh yeah,
Norfolk.
yeah. I know. Yeah, Slim scouted you. Yeah.
Yeah. And then what? No, the same day. Let's see. Shh. Oh yeah, the next day. What happened to Dylan's player now? Well, he already said he retired and he's no longer on our roster.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm looking for. You did ask me if I was willing to position switch. Apparently,
To you?
yeah. You asked me if I was down to
Hey,
position switch.
hey, guess what? I guarantee you, I asked you that in the middle of the
You
draft.
did, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we were probably like on the clock because I was after retirement,
All right.
and so I technically draft scouted you illegally.
Yeah. You guys said, "Hey guys, the draft has officially started. SJ is on the clock, and then it's us because OCO took Jeff." And then Tim says our top prospect retired in the middle of the night, and you guys are like, what are we gonna do? Slim says Scorp, and you like Scorp scares me, and then Slim says Juni, and you're like, all right, whatever, he's going to safety.
Because I remember it, and I was like, he'll probably switch, right? So like, I'm just gonna message him in the middle of the draft. No one will know. And I'm
I,
just gonna say, hey,
I
hey, I haven't scouted you. Will you position switch?
I thought that was weird. I was like, that's weird. Didn't the draft start today? Whatever.
And I was like, look, if I get busted for like pre-draft tampering, whatever, dude. Like, I have to do it.
Okay, yeah. Wait, are you actually not allowed to scout people during the draft? Because I do that
Uh,
all the time.
I mean, it's probably not like officially illegal, but it's probably frowned upon.
Yeah. Oh,
And I'm pretty sure everyone does it, but
actually you suggested Cult Classic above me.
oh, dude, I because Cold Classic made cool sigs. It was
That's,
literally the that was
yep.
my
You said
entire sell.
he's a top 5 earner, makes a ton of graphics.
Yep, that was yeah, dude. I'm really easy to please.
And then you tried to trade the pick away for like multiple second round picks.
I
And then
badly did not want you.
Slim says Judy. Tim doesn't even say anything. You're just like whatever. Slim drafted me. You were
Yeah,
basically just there.
I was trying to avoid drafting you at all costs. I was like, what if we don't? And then I was gonna be so incredibly toxic to you once you're on the team.
Little do you know that being toxic is how you make me earn.
Yeah, yeah. So Tijuana, if you're listening to this, just yell at Juni and he'll earn
Yeah,
TPE.
you didn't know that actually that made me more active. And then you decided you're gonna move me to wide receiver instead.
And then I invited you to the war room. I was like, because Slim was like, hey, he's like Norfolk's GM now. I was like, all right, cool. He's in the war room
Yeah.
now.
The funniest
Was
part about this is your name in the server is Junie's best friend now. So I'm reading this here, and you're like, I don't know about this Junie guy. Junie's best friend. Who would have thought
Who would have thought 3 years ago?
that you would actually like me? Imagine that.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, I could probably, yeah. You're probably the longest tenured first round pick Philly had. Because Soup was only there for like 3 years.
Yeah.
We had the defensive end that retired like 2 weeks into the season. We had the defensive end that basically went inactive immediately. We had a bad run of defensive ends in the first round.
Really did. Just
Then we had the one defensive end from Minnesota that hated us, which made Minnesota hate us. The one that Maury got into a fight with. It was just a fun time.
yeah, there's just a there's like a lot of weird problems like we had with first round picks just
And yeah,
having
in general, not
issues.
staying active and things like that.
Yeah.
Like we had one player, I think it was like he was really active and then became a GM in like SHL or something like that and just quit playing in the ISFL.
It sounds about right.
Like after their first season. I don't even remember who it was. But he was like, "Hey, I'm a GM in SHL now." I'm like, all right, cool. He's definitely going to stay active in sim leagues, and then he just disappeared. And then I go to Baltimore, and I literally draft a multi. So that was neat.
Here, I found this message. So you were talking about how you and Tim used to bully me, and you said Tim's about to be murdered in a video, and people find out he really likes Judy. Tim's like, "What? If you find out I've been saying good things in private, I'm gonna kill you." Man, you guys are so nice to me.
Dude, we're the nicest,
No,
dude. We were the nicest duo.
you were the first person to suggest me being added to the war room, though.
See,
Yeah.
it's because I knew it would make you hate it more.
He said, I think Genie should be the next to join our room because he did DSFL GM.
Yeah, see, that was my goal. If someone else was hired you, I guess your debt should be good enough to be hired for me. I let somebody else do the scouting. It's like Burger King doesn't look for locations to build new Burger Kings. They just look where Walmarts are and build a Burger King there. It's the same idea.
Oh, okay. I found this other message right here. All right, so October 19th, 2020. It's not October. It's April 19th, 2020. Thornhammer.
Close enough.
Django seems like a steal. Next
Oh,
up, a hall monitor. Yeah, I love Django.
oh no. Delete that. Delete that. Delete it. That didn't happen. If anybody heard that, we're gonna be cutting this. So if you heard this, you got a special limited edition cut where we didn't cut this.
Duh.
Um,
That I feel like that was actually what like the whole Django drama was what actually caused these Chicago.
it caused it with Chicago and Minnesota.
Yeah, because he was really
Yeah.
popular on both those teams.
Yes, because he was popular with the Chalky Boat crew, and that's what basically started all the Minnesota drama.
Yeah, because
Because
they were like,
he was
why do you hate Django?
yeah,
We're like,
yeah, and basically it was before we had traded him when it was already like the bad was coming through Minnesota, and then once we traded him, that's when Chicago hate came around.
yeah,
And I think the Chicago problem was someone on Chicago said they had a no trade clause to Philly. They said they should like, look, you can trade us anywhere but Philly. And then when I re-signed my contract, I said I would have a no trade clause to every team except Chicago, so I could only be traded to Chicago as like a hey, like fuck you. And then the entire Chicago team got new contracts with no trade clauses to Philly, and it
I,
was just like
yeah.
the
I just
most
remember,
hilarious sort of
I
events.
just remember like every single like person we resigned for like 3 seasons. I had a no trade clause to Chicago.
Yeah, it was basically like we won't. No one on our team would go there, and no one on their team would come to us.
Yeah, and then HL was like, guys, you can't keep doing
You
this.
got to cut this out. Yeah. And then Django would go in like Gen Chat and call us out and fight us about stuff. And
Yeah,
then HO was like, hey, you need to chill. I'm like, we're not even doing anything. Like, it's happening to us.
we're just defending ourselves. Django made me go into general chat and freak out. Like,
Oh my god, dude.
not
That
a,
was.
not a lot of people make me mad. Like, I'm toxic, right? Toxic with. I'm seriously toxic, right? Very few people in the league actually make me mad. Django was one of them.
He made Bassoon mad, which was like, Bassoon never got mad.
He made Vilsoon
That's that.
and Joey mad,
Yeah.
and they never get mad.
And Maury went off on him, and that's what started the Darth Maury arc.
Yeah,
Because then Maury became GM and became evil, and now I think he's still evil.
is he still evil? That makes sense.
I don't know.
I miss
I don't know.
Maury.
Maury's great. Yeah, I need to go back into the Bondi Beach's locker room so I can yell at him. Hold up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ping him right now. You're evil, but you're great. You're in Bondi, right?
I am, yeah.
Right.
It's under
Yes, you are. Okay.
It's under my not my teams folder.
Oh, is he Memento Mori?
At Maury. No,
I'm not seeing him. Is he not in the locker room?
he might be asleep.
What? We should sleep in the locker room?
No, like in real life, because like he may not have been added to the locker room yet. Maybe he.
Oh, maybe he left the locker room and they brought him back.
Maybe.
Okay.
Because he's not under. I'm looking
He's still in Cape
offline.
Town.
Look for. I don't think he's still in Cape Town. I'm looking at offline because like a bunch of players recently have gone like purge servers lately.
Maury is there. He is in. All right.
Is he in Cape Town?
Yep. At Juni. Why are you so Christmas, bro? You need to get that fixed.
The people have been saying that for 2 years now, and I refuse to do it now. I have been Christmas season Juni for as long
A
as I can
while.
remember. I did it like in June as a joke one time, and I just haven't changed it since then. I think that was like in 2021.
There we go. I told Maury he's evil, but he's great. We'll see how that. I think. Wait, Maury, he's overseas, so yeah, he's probably is asleep right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, imagine me remembering that, but not you.
You know what? I had like 40 German players on Baltimore. I just assume everyone's overseas now,
Oh, okay.
which is always great because like during the day no one would talk, and at night everyone talked.
That's perfect for me.
It was always like I'd get up and see all these 3 a.m. chats from my army of German tight ends. It was just great.
There's a there's a war joke in there somewhere that I don't feel like I should make it. Been playing a lot of World War II games lately.
Turn on War Thunder quick.
Oh, I don't know how to cut that.
Oh. Yeah, how to, yeah, hey, cut this quick. Just this one. Out of everything we said, cut the World War II joke.
Yeah, that's the one thing we're gonna get. We've been shit talking everybody in the league for the past hour, and I'm just gonna
Don't
cut the
you
World War
dare
II
bring up
joke.
Germany. Don't you dare talk about Germany.
Dude, Germany's got awesome planes. Oh, he's awake. Okay.
Oh, he's like, hey, there he is. So, anybody listening to this and wants to know the drama of Maury, he says he's not evil.
Did I steal? Right, did I steal Maury's food in the joke beef, or did he steal mine?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Man, this time that was so long ago.
So,
That was back in the Philly After Dark days.
Yeah. Oh, Simo. Oh, Simo was a kicker. Kicker curse there.
Oh,
Is it? Hey, wait, okay. Is it Simo or Simo?
Simo?
Okay.
But see, now Simo's pretty big in PBE and SHL now, right? He
Yeah.
just doesn't do anything in ISFL?
No,
Or is he still?
he's a TSFL GM. I swear to God.
Oh,
Yeah. No. He's ISFL GM. He's the Arizona GM. Not ISFL.
Simo was the one we lost in the other expansion draft.
That was it.
He was the one we lost. Yeah, okay.
His name is Kicker Curse number 7.
Yeah, that checks out. Okay, yeah.
It's a lot
See,
of people we've lost.
I'm going to say that Simo's not in the league and watch him be like DSFL HO or something. I just didn't realize it.
He's the Arizona GM. I just told you.
Okay. Well, yeah, I don't listen.
I know.
Wait,
Yeah.
okay, Arizona's the big league, so he could still technically be the DSFL and HO.
Yeah, Snowy's DSFL HO.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he's DSFL HO.
Oh.
Nunk is the commissioner.
I got drafted by HO. Look at you. What did you get drafted by? Tijuana? Loser.
It's
not your 8th round, bum.
You know what? I gave one of the GMs a week long no bully pass because he said I could add to kick power. So nobody has yet corrected me saying that kick power is not a stat. I'm waiting. Kick power has never been a stat.
I just love that you're getting what you want by saying you won't bully them.
Yeah, he gets a week of non-bullying. So
okay, so when it comes to the ISFL draft, we're just gonna bully everybody until we end up not on different teams. I'm like, look, I want to play for Juni, but I don't want to be drafted after him. Make it happen.
Yeah, can you guys find a way to get us on the same team and drafted to the exact same pick?
The exact same thing. Like, we both need to be the last pick of the draft.
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah, you guys have to pick us in the same pick, right?
Because if one of us is picked before the other one, we'll refuse to play with each other. It's the only way it'll happen.
This is kind of like the same reason I've never played with Furious Panda. It's honestly a conspiracy.
Oh, wait. Where did Furious Panda go? Did he get drafted before you too?
Yeah, obviously he's a much better prospect than I am. This is not even like you. That's a little bit debatable, but Furious Panda's. We both know he's a much better prospect than either of us.
You're a better prospect than me. You legitimately earned. I've never got over like 600 TPE.
To be fair, I have legitimately earned, but I make a lot of jokes about not earning, and that probably doesn't help. I'm a lot more vocal about how much I hate earning.
You just scare everybody out, way.
It probably doesn't help. Also, I'm a butt. I'm trying to open the draft 6 page because I saw where he got picked. Got picked. Or I'm pretty picked. Early. I'm trying to remember his player's name.
Oh yeah, because you can't look. You're just Panda.
Yeah, Reno got picked before us.
Shocked. What player was picked after us that was legitimately robbed? That's what
Sean
I'm gonna find out.
Sean Robinson was picked after you. Leah Squirrel
Okay,
was
that's
picked
actually
after
bad. Sean
you.
Robinson's way better than me.
Yeah. Leah Squirrel was picked after you. That was kind of sus. What he says. Actually, Infinity got picked after both of us.
Infinite bad.
Infinity got picked round 8, pick 61.
Oh my god, he must have been telling people like, "I'm not gonna be here long. I'm leaving immediately." Like
It's probably what happened.
he legitimately wants a good ISFL career.
Let's see.
What? Wait,
I
what's
mean,
his position? Is he a quarterback? Maybe that's why.
he's a wide receiver.
Okay, then that's even more confusing.
To be fair, there's a lot of players who are probably better than both of us who got picked out. Like it's not
Yeah,
like there's a lot of players who are probably going to earn a lot more than either of us. I'm going to try. I'm legitimately don't listen to this GMs, but I'm legitimately going to give like a little bit of effort because I
yeah. I mean, I am too. I'm probably not gonna do a bunch of PTs because I'm not gonna stay up on Sunday night trying to
see.
like draw
I
everything.
yeah. I mean, I don't have a problem. I like doing the SHL PTs more than the ISFL PTs because I just make jokes about fighting, and then I can just like cross post those. My problem is I never remember to predict.
Yeah. I just hope someone posts predictions in like the Discord chat that I'm in, so I can just copy it.
Yeah, if you don't do that, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Like if a GM's listening to this, I'm very lazy.
If you
So
have
like
if there's answers for it and you don't give them to me, I'm not gonna.
oh, dude, they don't do trivia anymore.
Yeah, sad.
Trivia was kind of fun, even though I didn't do it. It was fun.
Yeah, I would occasionally do trivia.
I mean, I would just find the answers and copy it from somebody else. But I mean, it was cool. It was cool that you at least kind of had someone somewhere doing some research on the league history.
Yeah. Okay. Furious Panda went round 4, pick 25 to Portland.
Okay, that checks out.
So that
He's
is.
twice as good as us. Twice as good as you anyway, loser.
Yeah, you got me there. Like honestly, I have zero reply to that. I got nothing. Nothing I can even say to respond to that. Bang. Do you watch Bangle?
Yeah, I don't know what he means by that. Do you watch Bengal? Is Bengal a show I don't know about?
Huh?
I don't know if you mean like
We're
do you watch the
we
Bengals?
are perfectly dating. You can look up the
Oh, yeah, exactly. You can
like
see exactly what we're doing by jumping through 4 different discords.
also we've officially gone for an hour.
Oh, nice.
So
See,
Cortez will not great. He will shut it off after the hour. He'll stop listening to us rambling.
honestly, I feel like Joe's gonna listen to this and he's gonna be like, "This is the worst podcast.
Hey,
You guys barely talked about the league. You're not getting paid
we talked
anything."
about a lot of league history. To be fair,
I mean, yeah, true.
there's probably a lot of league history that a lot of the players don't know about that we talked about. It's,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, that's true.
we're not like we don't have as much league history as like Raven, but like we still got a
Yeah,
pretty good amount.
we know. Yeah, we know like a decent. Wait, Greg the Hall Monitor is an inside joke. I'm so confused.
Huh.
I'm going to look up Greg the Hall Monitor. You know what, Ajax? I'm gonna look that up.
Lucas Van
Ajax,
Ness. Honestly, that's a sick
is
name.
your real name Francis? That's a Deadpool joke. See, now look, we both have inside jokes.
God, that'll be part of an inside joke one day.
Got him. Got him.
Lucas Van Ness. That's a sick name. I'll be
That's a
honest.
name. That's a solid name.
It's better than
There
like
was,
Penny
there
Simborski.
was. Do you know where that name came from?
I actually am sad I don't know.
Okay, so I've been playing MLB The Show on franchise,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like in the year 27, and
Wait,
Kenny Saborski. Hold up, Kenny Saborski was a third baseman I drafted in the second round in like 2023.
okay.
It was a
Well,
cool.
first of all, how the fuck was I supposed to know that? I was
You
gonna
weren't.
say, is this a joke about Dan Zaborski? The fact,
I just wanted to give you a neat fact about how I came up with the name.
the
I
fact,
literally drafted a generated name from MLB The Show
did
and
they
thought that's a neat name.
did they take Dan Zaborski's last name and stick it stick it in
I,
MLB
I
the show?
I think so. I mean, literally, the name popped up. It was like Ken Saborski. And I was like, well, Ken's stupid, so I'm gonna be Kenny.
They're like, yeah, Dan Saborski, he does zips, right? Let's put him in the game. Didn't Dan invent zips?
It's better than your name. What is your name? Some kind of anime thing?
Why would you say, ew, some kind you know it's the anime thing. Ew, some kind of anime thing?
Some kind of Naruto.
Thank you, it's not Naruto, it's Gundam. Just because I've watched 12 seasons of Naruto in the past month doesn't mean you have any right to say that. You're right. You know what? I was right. Dan, I'm so mad that I knew without looking it up, I knew Dan Zaborski wrote zips. I didn't have to look it. I looked it up. I'm like, am I right? I was absolutely right. Dan Zaborski.
You nailed it.
I'm so. Is that just how shows how far deep I am into baseball that I knew Dan Zaborski invented zips, and I bet 90% of people who listen to this have no idea what zips is.
You're like, what the fuck is zips?
What the fuck is zips? Like, dude, zip. It's the Zimborski projection system.
Oh, that's what it actually stands for. I did not know.
Yeah,
I really did not know that's what it stood for.
Yeah.
I thought it was. Huh.
It stands for the Zimborski projection system, but he just instead of using SIPFs, he used ZIPFs.
Dude. It's F War and B War all over again.
Dude, fielding war and batting war?
It makes more sense though.
It
because
does.
Fangraphs uses fielding.
Yeah, it does. Hey, see, Zimborski. I posted it. Wait, I went to post that on the other server. Whoops. Just gonna post that in DSL rookie chat. Guys, if you listen to our podcast, this makes sense.
No, it's not. We're gonna have like two people that actually understand baseball, and they're like, "Oh, neat fact." And everyone else is like, "What the fuck is this?"
I'm laughing too hard to type.
Oh my god.
Dude, someone called me the old Scorp. I was like, that's not how that worked.
Old Scorp?
Yeah, someone was like, Scorp is the new Juni. I'm like, bro. someone needs a refresh. Oh, do you remember Mr. Okay, this is the last. We should probably end it soon now, but
we should try the hour. Yeah.
Yeah. So fun fact, I got in the T1 locker. Remember Mr. Mom in PvE? Like one of the guys.
Oh my god, yeah.
Dude's in Tijuana. I was like, bro.
Oh,
Sup, dude?
Circle, dude.
Sup, dude?
I think we can get QJ in here.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely not.
I do not want to make QJ miserable.
More miserable.
More miserable. All right. Yeah, come over here.
Right.
I've been watching you run around in circles. We gotta do.
Oh, dude, I'm nailing this circle. You know what? There we go. That's a clean sweep of a podcast.
Wait. Oh fuck, that's shaders. Nope, that's finishers. Where's
no. Come on.
All right.
Come on. Oh, nice. You know what?
There we go. Go. Oh,
knock it in there.
I don't have it equipped. I don't really feel like equipping that one.
You know what? Hey, we're gonna end it on that.
All right. Thanks everybody for listening. Just to go ahead and throw questions here, and I guess I should probably post to YouTube or something.
Yep, and we will answer them on the next one.
Probably.